Hi everybody, I'm speaking from the heart today and I'm burdened with the situation and I just feel I need to share this with you. Around me you see the fruits of 3 decades of hard work. This nature reserve is the focus of all our research and rehabilitation work. It is a self-sustaining ecosystem unique in Namibia, which has provided so much valuable scientific insight over these years. We have achieved so much, and the knowledge we have harvested, be it on our big cats, the grazers, the rhinos, the pangolin, the aardvark, you name it, has contributed to the understanding of these threatened species. Now we need help. While COVID-19 has taken a terrible and very public human toll, the effects on wildlife are yet to be played out. Some stories out there have referenced that COVID-19 has allowed nature to regenerate itself, but these are not our findings. With income from AfriCat supporters and Okonjima guests at near nil, our world has turned upside down. The habitat behind me is under present threat. AfriCat needs your help again, and I know we don't really want to do this, but I have to ask, we need your support financially to protect what has been built up in the last 28 to 30 years. The all-important habitat for the animals out there. The animals that you have come to see and photograph and come to love and know by name. And the pictures that you've taken to take home with you. We are threatened like never before. After COVID-19 struck, we have limited staff, no resources, and limited equipment. This translates into not being able to protect this environment. Last week we had a fire that we managed to put out before it got out of control. But for this we need fire breaks. Cutting the grass against potential fires after this amazing rainy season, which has given us so much grass that'll just go up in flames very easily. Fire breaks are so important after the season's fantastic rains to protect the grazing and to protect the animals. We are such at risk of fire this year. We've had a long drought. Until this year's good rain. If we lose this grazing, there will be no food for the animals. And I don't even want to think about that. We need everything that is supplement feeding for these animals as we now move into our drier season. Salt licks, feeding troughs, everything here that is supplement feeding for the animals, especially going into dry season now, and having to supplement to keep animal conditions really good and healthy. This is another cost that just we are unable to bear right now. We are also unable to maintain and fix our roads, which means it'll be harder and harder to move around the reserve, especially in an emergency where we need to get somewhere fast, like last week's fire. We need fence maintenance, as the territorial integrity of the reserve is of high importance. The animals must be protected in the relative safety of our reserve. With limited to no funding, we are unable to check fences, never mind fix them. We have limited means to even continue basic veterinary care. Research also needs to wind down without any grants. The reserve has yielded so many findings over the last 3 decades. This is the wretched harvest of COVID-19. And that brings us to the most heartbreaking issue: rising poaching throughout the country. High numbers are being poached, mostly for food. These are hard times, and the poaching pressure is at an all-time high. We try to ration fuel amongst a few volunteers going out in the middle of the night, but that is not enough.
But once it starts getting dark, I think we'll support.
And the reserve is under grave threat. Sometimes I feel that if it's not the fire that wipes us out, then poaching will. We have limited resources to protect the animals or their basic needs. As the sun sets, it is all tragic, and I understand donor fatigue and the myriad causes which all have merit. But here I stand asking you humbly for a lifeline for these animals. Please, if you can, we will stretch every penny for the sake of the reserve. Thank you, thank you, thank you.